So we got a different side of you tonight. Tell me about the performance that you did tonight.
I sing Smile by Charlie Chaplin, which was written in the 20s. A lot of people have been telling me I should do contemporary stuff. So I went 50 years older than I've been doing. I went from 80s to 20s. But what I wanted to do this week was I wanted to show that I'm a writer, that I'm a creator. I don't just sing and dance on stage. I work in the studio and I write at home. And that, like, the performance I did tonight is very indicative of what my performances at home are like. When I'm performing and putting together my own performance, I usually grab a stool and my acoustic. Unless I have my band with me, then we'll go big. But if it's just me, I'm just gonna sit with my acoustic and do stuff like that for a couple hours. You know, I like to keep it intimate, and I like to make different arrangements on songs. You know, I put most of the arrangement together for this week. It's very different than the Michael Jackson or the Nat King Cole version. So I really wanted to show that I have an identity, you know, besides just other people's songs, and I felt like that's what I did.
And with the songwriting, how you mentioned you start with the guitar. Does every song that you work on really start basic as an acoustic guitar? Or do you ever come in with a piano, or you have some kind of melody in mind?
Great question. I actually usually start with just a melody in my head, and then I go to whatever instrument or whatever setup is going to help capture that the best. So I have like a bass. If I have a thing in my head that's like a backbeat and a bass groove, I go to Logic, I go to my Mac and get out my recording stuff and get out my piano and start like putting it together that way. It's rare that I hear a melody and go straight to my guitar, but every time I pick up my guitar, I get a melody. Okay, so like I pick up my guitar when I'm stuck in a rut, because I always know I'm gonna find something new that I like. Right. But when I am just like humming and make up something new, I usually go to my producing equipment.
And while you've been on the show, have you had any opportunities to maybe write something? Has something just popped in your head that you had to really jot down, and what really inspired it?
I haven't had nearly as much time to write, obviously, as I would at home or I would outside the show, because we've been so busy. But I have had 2 or 3 pieces that aren't finished, but 2 or 3 even choruses or a melody or a chord progression or something, just doodling on my guitar in my room, or hear something and run up to my room to like record it really quick, just a simple take of it. So you never want to lose that creative flow, even when you're singing other people's songs.
Now I know you guys are just doing other people's songs on this show, but if you had the opportunity to do one of your songs, do you feel comfortable doing so?
Absolutely. In fact, the thing I'd be uncomfortable with would be picking which one. Because I've written so many things and I've written so many different kinds of music, and writing music is like my favorite thing I do in music. Right. The creative aspect is like my favorite part of the entire musical process, is taking a song from scratch and writing it up and turning it into something that wasn't even there before. So I actually am fighting to get to the finale so I can sing one of my original sons, because that's something I really want to do on the show.
Well, I really hope that you do, because I want to see that performance. I know it's going to be killer.
I've got a couple in mind that I think would be really powerful that I really want to do, so I'm hoping I get there.